how did all of those beliefs and emotions form to your presenting problem today?
Before we started this episode, we had a chat outside, and you mentioned that the people who know why they do things the way they do things usually are wrong.
Yeah.
So it directs them kind of to a wrong memory. So how do you go about connecting dots if the memory that you know, that you think that you know, is wrong?
Yeah. So what I do, I think I told you, I looked at lots of different therapies that I suppose I wanted to have in my toolkit to help people the best I could. And also experiencing it myself, I learned regressive hypnotherapy, which enabled me to get so many answers and connect the dots really quickly to why I think, feel and act the way that I do. If people, whatever you come to see me for or any regressive hypnotherapist for, but if you feel like you've got imposter syndrome, or I don't know, you're scared of flying, or whatever that is, you need to get to the root cause of it. Or people that just live unhappy, like they wake up every day unfulfilled. They're going to their job. They should love it. They're getting paid tons. They've got a brilliant family. Like everything's going so well, but there's something that they can't tap into. They don't understand why. And that's where regressive hypnotherapy allows you to go deep into the subconscious part of the brain, to go to different scenes, that we call them, in your life, that 9 times out of 10 you do not consciously remember. So out of maybe 4 scenes that I'll take anyone to, one of them is probably school. They would have remembered that anyway. The other 3, they'd be like, why did that come up? Oh my God. But when you start understanding the beliefs and emotions that come from that scene, then, you realise, well, so tell me, how did all of those beliefs and emotions form to your presenting problem today? And then it's like you've just got the answers in front of you and you're like, I didn't even connect any of these things. And that's the beauty of it. And then you get the program that you do want. So like upgrading your phone, right? If we don't upgrade it, then, it stays the same. And hypnotherapy, that's mental fitness. So yes, you can do a certain upgrade to that. But regressive hypnotherapy goes so much deeper. I've worked with many people on lots and lots of different things, but it allows you to get to the root cause quickly and to fix it quickly.
Sorry, so it's a case of changing the response element. So something where a moment where it caused a trigger and you've been carrying that trigger and response due to that. Yeah. And we're now going to sort of reprogram how in which you respond to that with something more positive.
Well, with knowledge is power, right? Yeah. So once you understand where all of these things came from, then you have the power to let them go and make a different choice and change. You didn't create that part of your program. The people that you surrounded yourself did, unfortunately. Look, mums and dads, we all do it. We all make mistakes, when we get ourselves in situations in schools, and bullying and all this stuff goes on from so young. And as kids, we hear every word, even as young as people being in the womb, that if they're not wanted, they can relay that entire conversation. And then when they go and ask their parents, they are heartbroken because, they're like, was that true? Did that? And they're like, yeah, sorry. But you wouldn't think that that was what caused how they think, feel and act today.
Do you think they hear the conversations, or is the actual energy that they transition to these kids?
No, it depends, but I will be very specific with my questioning. so they can actually tell me what they're seeing. It could be nothing, but they'll almost feel that they're in a room, and they can hear the voice and the tone of their mum and dad or other people. Or it could be that they're in a room alone, and so there's so many different things. Or it happens when you regress, you go back to a completely different lifetime, which is what happened just before I came here with my last client.